Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the pupils of reception class at Madrasa Kashiful Ulum Al-Huda. I hope you are all doing well and you are following the videos and learning accordingly. I am aware that Abba is connecting with the pupils via Microsoft Teams, and alhamdulillah, feedback is good. Children are paying attention to the videos, and it's credit to the parents for taking their time out and assisting and helping the children. MashaAllah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your efforts, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow your children to become experts in recognizing and pronouncing all the different letters of the Arabic alphabet, make them understand all the different concepts, and may they go on to be the expert reciters of the Holy Quran, inshaAllah. So very quickly, let's do a quick register. Aryan, Zayyan, Muhammad Zuhair, Alia, Muhammad Zain, Hamza Mandra, Zainab, Muhammad Desa, Yunus, Muhammad Amin, Abdul Rahman, Hamza Imran Shah. I hope you are all doing well, my friends. Now, we are, like yesterday, we were introduced to some mixed diagrams. This is now going to be a mixed exercise. Let's see if we can recognize some of the different shapes and formations of words which were introduced to yourselves in the past 6-7 videos that we produced. The whole aim and objective is that your child has to recognize the letters inside a specific word. So we're going to do, inshallah, up to 3 lines, or maybe just for the beginning we'll do the first 2 lines, line 1 and line 2. So we'll do these 2 lines, inshallah. Remember, parents, it's important that when I am teaching the lesson, I'm going to prompt the children to give me the answers. If a child is struggling, pause it and then challenge your child. Do not give your child away the answer. Try and give your child clues, assist them, but do not just give them the answers. And hopefully the penny will drop and they will start to recognize the letters with more ease and more swiftly. Because they have been introduced to the letters coming in a sequence of joined letters. When letters are joined, you will have the shapes and formations of letters joined coming at the beginning, middle, and the end. And now one letter can take up more than one form when it is coming in a joined sequence of letters, and it's coming in position 1. So let's say we've got letter Ba. Letter Ba is coming in a joined sequence of letters, right? And you have these 3 joined letters. Letter Ba is in position 1, and then you've got a second letter, third letter. So the first letter is Ba. Now this first letter Ba, it can take up to 4 different formations. There are 4 ways of writing letter Ba when it is coming at the beginning of a sequence of joined letters. So if you've got a sequence of joined letters, letter 1, letter 2, or maybe 3 letters joined, 4 letters joined, 5 letters joined, the very first letter, if it's a Ba, if it's a Ya, if it's a Noon, and if it's a Ta, as you will be made aware from the identity map, and we have covered, there are so many different ways of writing letter Ba when it is coming at the beginning of a sequence of joined letters. So over here you will see Ba, all the different letters which we have been practicing, and all the different formations, insha'Allah al-Aziz. So children, the aim is that you will recognize the letter. Even before Molly Sab says this, the sound of the letter, once you've recognized the actual letter, you will give the correct sound. Okay? So insha'Allah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let's begin from the very first box. So my arrow will go to the first letter. Which letter is this? Come on, all of you, shout the answer. I will count to 3, and by then your answer should have been shouted out. 1, 2, 3. So which letter is it? Sad. Well done. The second letter, which letter is it? 1, 2, 3. Ba. So first and second letter, Sad, Ba, and the letter at the end, Ain. So all three letters are coming joined. Sad is joined to the Ba, and the Ba is joined to the Ain. Brilliant. So Sad, Ba, Ain. Okay, repeat after me. Sad, Ba, Ain. Alright, let's move on to the next word. Remember, you're going to practice each word 10-15 times. Let's recognize the first letter. Now, let's first of all check, are all the letters joined? Yes, they are all joined. There's no letter coming on its own. There's no standalone letter. Which letter is this? Ta, and then this one. Ba, and then this one. Ain, ta, ba, and Ain. Well done. So repeat after me. Ta, Ba, and Ain. All three are joined. A sequence of three joined letters. Letter 1, letter 2, and letter 3. Now let's move on to the next one. What's the first letter? Sin. Now follow the letter. Look, that if you follow the letter or up to there, can you see the Pringle moustache here? Look, there and there. So if I cover this, the scene, there is the shape of the moustache over here. Look, try and see if you can spot it. Now this dot over here, it's supposed to go underneath there, but they can't because there's not space there, so they've written it there. Remember, this dot, I'm trying to help you here. So this dot is not in the middle of this shape that you can see here. Right? This dot is at the edge. It's at the tip of where this third letter is. So this is a scene. Who can tell me which letter the second letter is? Who can tell me? Remember, this dot, the clue I'm giving you, is not in the middle. So it can't be letter Jim. This isn't a Jim. This last letter is a Ha. So now this dot belongs to this shape over here and it's come underneath. Which letter has a dot underneath it? A single dot. Ba. So Sin, Ba, and at the end, Ha. And if you notice, this Ha is got no curve at the end, isn't it? This Ha is joined with the bottom bit, the bottom curve missing. Okay, children? Sin, Ba, and Ha. Brilliant. Let's move on to the next one. What's the first letter in this example box for? First letter? What is it? Come on, shout out the answer. Aryan, Zain, Muhammad, Noon. And then the next letter? Alia, Muhammad, Zain, Hamza, Fa. So Noon and Fa. And then the last letter, Zuhair. What is the last letter, Muhammad Zuhair? Muhammad Desa, Yunus, Muhammad Amin. What's the last letter? Ho. So Noon, Fa, Ho. Do you notice this Ho? Look what this Ho looks like. It's the curve at the end is missing. Right, let's look at the last letter here. Now, as you could see in the first four examples, children and parents, in each of the examples, all the letters are joined. 3 letters joined, 3 letters joined, 3 letters joined, 3 letters joined. Now let's see what's going on in this example. We have 2 letters that are joined, and then the last letter is standing alone, and it's the curve at the end is missing. The bottom half of the letter is missing. So which letter is this? We'll come to. So what's the first letter, my friends? Come on, Abdurrahman, Hamza, Muhammad Amin, Ba. Which letter is it? Ba. And which letter is joining onto it? Alif. Can't be Lam because Lam goes the other way. This is an Alif. Ba and Alif. So remember, whenever you have Alif joining onto a letter, the letter which will come after Alif can never join onto Alif because you can't join letters onto Alif. Alif can join onto a letter, but you can't join a letter after alif. So you can have a letter before alif, but you can't have a letter after alif. So if alif was the very first letter, you just wouldn't join a letter after it. So a letter will not, so you can't have alif as the first letter and then the second letter as ba joining onto it. However, look, letter ba is number 1 and alif is number 2. You can have a letter after alif, but it will not come join. It will have to stand on its own. And which letter is this? The third one? Ayn. And it is coming on its own, standing alone form. And it's not the full shape. The bottom half of the ayn is missing. Do we understand? Aryan, which letter is it? Ayn. Your favorite letter, isn't it? So ba, alif, ayn. Okay? Let's move on to the next line. I'm going to give you 2 lines, inshallah. What's the first letter? Come on, go for it. Muhammad Zain, let's work this out. Which letter is it, my friend? It's a single dot underneath, so it is going to be ba. Now follow this letter over here. So ba finishes here, then you've got this line and going this way. So which letter can that be? Lam. Which letter is it? Lam. And at the end, which letter is joining onto it? Ayn, ba, lam, and then ayn. Brilliant. All of you say ba, lam, and ayn. Okay? All 3 letters, are they joined? Yes, they are. Letter 1, letter 2, and letter 3. Let's move on to the next word. Which letter is this? Come on, work it out for me, Zainab. Which letter is it, Zainab? 2 dots on top. Ta. And what letter is this? The shape of a sword with a dot on top, so it turns it into a bod. So ta, bod. And then the last letter, Ayn. Remember, it's the same as this one here. It's Ayn. This is not a ha. Don't mistaken it for a ha. The ha will look like it will have a full shape here. Can you see here? This is an Ayn. Ta. All of you. Ta. Bod. Ayn. Now this letter over here. Let's see. Who's going to work it out for me? Aliya. Come on, Aliya. Let's do this letter. What letter is it, my friend? It's an alif. Now notice something, all of you children. Alif, is it standing alone? Yes, it is. Alif doesn't like a letter joining onto it after it. So, as you can see, there is no letter before alif. But there are how many letters after alif? Another 2 letters. And letter 2 and 3. So if we go in sequence of this word, parents and children, there is 1, 2, and 3 letters here. The letter 1 is alif, and then letter 2 is. If I cover this line underneath, which letter is this, children? Which letter has 1 dot on top? It's noon. Remember, it's like the standing fatha stroke with a dot, and you were introduced to this. This is noon. Now let's see if you can understand and comprehend what I'm going to say. Alif is the first letter, but it is standing alone. It's not joining onto any other letters. You can't join a letter onto this alif. Okay? So the letter 2 is the first joined letter. There are 2 letters which are joined together. Okay? And noon is the first joined letter, and the ya is the second joined letter. So you can have letters standing on their own, letters completely on their own, before and after. Do you understand? Before and after. And then we'll see if we can have letters standing on their own at the beginning, and you will see letters standing on their own at the end. Over here, alif is the first letter, but it is standing on its own. Noon is the second letter of this word, but the first joined letter, and ya is the second joined letter. So this is what you call the shape of a noon, when it is coming in a sequence of joined letters. And in this example, we have two letters which are joined, and the first one is noon, and the second one is ya. So children, so repeat after me. Alif, noon, and then this one, ya. Well done. Let's move on to the next word. Which letter is this? Come on, who's going to work it out for me? Muhammad, Yunus, come on, do it for me. What's the first letter? Fa. And then second letter, look, two dots on top. So what's it going to be? Da. And then the letter at the bottom, right at the end. The third letter, ha. Okay, well done. Fa, ta, and ha. Superb. And let's do the last one now. What's the first letter? If I can get this to move. Right, I'm going to cover this. So what's the first letter here? Come on, Hamza. Hamza Shah. First letter is ha. Second letter is Jim. Ha and Jim. Hajj. Ha and Jim. Ha joined at the beginning. So how many letters in this word? Two letters. Three letters. Three letters. 3 and 3. So these two lines are going to be your sabak. Okay? These two lines will inshallah be your sabak. You will work each word out. And again, parents, challenge your child. Make sure your child is able to recognize the letter. And also, if they do struggle, then just do not prompt and give them the answer. Make them work it out. If they have to, make them go back to the actual the sabak when the shapes were introduced, and say, right, try and find the answer. Make them do the work. Now, as part of your homework, children, this third and fourth line, you will try to work out the letters yourself. You will take no help. And then Moli Sab will do the sabak with you tomorrow. And let's see, when you've worked it out, you will know whether you did you recognize the letter correctly or not. Okay? So just as a demo, you will sit all by yourself or with your sipara open, and you're going to try and work out what letter this is. You're going to say this is letter Ra. And then you're going to try and work out where this dot belongs, because there's only a single dot. And remember, the clue is if there's a single dot coming underneath, that can only be one letter. Which letter has a dot underneath? It's Ba. And then you've got the shape of a Ya without any dots. So Ra, Ba and Ya. So that's like the first word which we will be working out tomorrow. However, you will now do the rest of these words. You will try to practice and work out the answers as well. Don't worry if you get it wrong, but you will realize that the more you try to work out yourselves and try to recognize letters and shapes and formations, you will get better and better. Inshallah, now we will go over dua after eating. So Mauli Sahib will practice the word dua after eating. Before we learn how to practice the dua after eating, let's see if we can recognize the letters present in the dua. Okay? So inshallah, let's practice the dua after eating. Right, so come on, let's practice this dua, inshallah. So before we practice the dua, let's see if you can recognize the letter. So what's the very first letter? Who knows? Shout out the answer. It is Alif. The second letter, Lam. Third letter, Ha. And then Mim. And then Dal. How do we say this word? Just repeat after Mauli Sahib. Alhamdu. Remember, don't stretch the do. Alhamdu. Say al, make the sound, lam sound stick, and ham, mim sound stick. Alhamdu. Alhamdu. All of you say Alhamdu. Well done. Now see if we can recognize this letter. It's a lam, and then lam again. We did this word, didn't we? And then the last letter, ha. lam, lam and ha. Okay? Well done. So lillahi, lillahi, alhamdulillahil. We're going to join these words. So we're going to say alhamdulillahil. Make the hill sound. Ha ila. Alhamdulillahil. Okay? And then what's this letter? That's an alif, but it's going to be silent. We're not going to read it. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Lam, then dhal, and then ya. So let's read. I will read these three words. Alhamdulillahilladhi. Alhamdulillahilladhi. Okay? Right, let me switch this thingy off before I keep getting messages. Alhamdulillahilladhi. Okay, again. Alhamdulillahilladhi. Right, okay. And then what's this letter here? Alif, then ta, then ain, mim, noon, alif. Remember, I'm taking my time, so I want you to shout out the answer before me. So alif, ta, then ain, mim, noon, alif. It's just, this is also going to help our children to understand and give them a true exercise of whether they can really recognize the letters or not. And as you can see, parents, it's the letters they have been introduced to. How do we say this word? أطعمنا, أطعمنا, أطعمنا. Say the ain sound. أطعمنا, the ta full mouth. أطعمنا. Come on, Aryan, you're a specialist in copying sound, so let's see if we can do this. أطعمنا. I want you to send me a video copying this sound correctly. Then I will say you're really cool. أطعمنا. So alhamdulillahilladhi. Alhamdulillahilladhi أطعمنا. Ain sound. Now let's work out this word. Waw, Sin, Qaf, Alif, Noon, Alif. Wasaqana. Listen to the sound I'm making. Wasaqana. At'amana. Wasaqana. Okay? Wasaqana. Repeat it after me. Go and say. Wasaqana. Say. Brilliant. Now let's do this word here. What letter is it? Waw, Jim, Ain, Lam, Noon, Alif. Listen to the sound. وَجَعَلَنَا. وَجَعَلَنَا. From this word, أطعمنا وسقانا وجعلنا. Repeat after me. أطعمنا. Yes. وسقانا وجعلنا. And then the last word, which letter is it? Come on, all of you together. Mim, Sin, Lam, Mim, Ya, and the last letter, Noon. This word is called Muslimin. Muslimin. Say. وَجَعَلَنَا مُسْلِمِينَ. So break it into three parts. Alhamdulillahilladhi. All of you say. Yeah. Alhamdulillahilladhi. Say the ha clearly. And make this lam and this mim sound stick. Alhamdulillahilladhi. And then these two words. أطعمنا وسقانا. Say أطعمنا وسقانا. The ta, the ain, the qaf, and then وجعلنا مسلمين. وَجَعَلَنَا مُسْلِمِينَ. Look, what does it mean? All praise is to Allah who gave us food and drink and made us Muslims. So we must thank Allah every single day after eating the yummy and delicious food your mummies make, and you say to them that Jazakallah for cooking for me, mummy. And if your daddy is making your food for you, then daddy, if he is making the food for you, then Alhamdulillah, feel sorry for him. However, this is what we say after we finish eating, and we say that all praise to you, Allah, who gave us food and drink and you made us Muslims. Jazakallah. So inshallah you will practice this dua, and if you have to, keep going over it, but it's important you make the correct sounds. And at the same time, as part of your Qāidah exercise, you can challenge yourself and see if you can recognize the letters. So inshallah I will see you all tomorrow. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.